This podcast is meant for mature audiences only and contains strong sexual language. Welcome to Sex, Love, and the Black Experience with your hosts, Miss Kiki Love and Miss Nesha B of Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. We're just two dope sisters who love to talk about sex and give our amazing guests a platform to share their experiences and expertise as it pertains to sex, love, and the Black experience. So let's get started. So welcome to another episode of Sex, Love, and the Black Experience podcast, The Goddess Glimpses. And so this is where Kiki and I sit and we just talk about our lives, what's going on, so you can get to know the Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. So I'm going to bring my business partner on, my business lover, Miss Kiki Love.
Yeah.
What's
going on?
So we had some adventures. We went to Atlanta.
We did last weekend. We had a good time in the ATL. Atlanta was and still is a great city. We definitely have to go back, and there was a lot of things that we had the opportunity of going to. Because y'all know that we are Bedroom Kandi consultants, and we had our annual conference, but this year was a little different.
It was
very different. This was your first time going to the conference.
Yeah. So I didn't have anything to compare.
Right.
So you can kind of tell like what it was last year versus this year.
So last year, it was very traditional. It was 4 days, jam-packed, full of education, training, coaching, basically how to build your business, right? And we had a lot of fun. Not to say that this year wasn't fun, but last year it was good to see like people's faces, because again, for the last 2.5, almost 3 years of being in Bedroom Kandi, because I've been in Bedroom Kandi longer than you have, and being an advocate for the first almost 3 years of my Bedroom Kandi career. I was an advocate for the company, so I didn't get to interact or really do much when I was an advocate. So when I became a full-blown consultant in 2018, the first year I really didn't get to do much. And then when I met you, that's when we had planned to go, and then COVID happened. So we had it virtually the first year, and then the second year. And then when I got the opportunity to go to Atlanta last year, well, the first time, strike that, the year before that, we went to Vegas and got to hang out with some of our BK sisters in Vegas.
That was in the middle of COVID.
That was in the middle of COVID. It was at the height, really, of COVID. We were in Las Vegas. Las Vegas had just opened back up because, again, the world was completely shut down, and Las Vegas had finally opened back up, but everybody was masked up, we weren't playing that. And then when I got to go to Atlanta last year for the actual conference, Kandi and the team decided, okay, we can open it back up. Still do it virtually for those who still want to do it virtually, but we're allowing people. So we had to take tests. We had to take COVID tests. None of that. Kandi was not playing. So went to Atlanta and got to meet Kandi for the first time in my almost 8 years of being a consultant. And when I tell you,
she was cool.
When I tell you, Kandi is the coolest.
Oh my
ever.
gosh,
she's
little though. I didn't realize how little she is.
For those, I'm giving y'all context. I'm over 6 foot without heels on. Right, I'm a very tall person. Kandi is a ski taste of a smooth 5'2", 5'3".
Yeah, because I'm only 5'6", and I was taller than her. I felt big.
And same thing with Todd, her husband. Todd
Yeah,
is
he's
very
smaller than I
short. Yeah.
thought. I was like, wow.
No, they are very short people, but they are the
Sweetest people ever.
sweetest, humblest, just kind people.
Like the fact that she stood up there and took pictures with everybody. We did a 360 picture with her.
Yeah.
And she stayed there and took pictures with people.
Last year when I went, it was me and a few of my BK babies that are under me, and we went, and when I tell you we had a blast, Kandi was taking pictures left and right with everybody. Mm-hmm. She is so goddamn humble. Mm-hmm. She is no respecter of person. Mm-hmm. She will take pictures with you. She will talk to you. She will, sit down with you. Mm-hmm. So it was very, very cool. And so we had, like I said, last year was very different. So we had our training, we had all that, and that's when I met Sir and Syphon. Shout outs to Sir and Syphon. They came back this year, and they are officially influencers for Bedroom Kandi as well.
Yes.
So when I tell you soon as Sir came down this year, we knew that he was coming. Soon as the first person that he saw from it was me. You were still in the training room, and he gave me the biggest hug. He smelled so good.
And Syphon smell good.
Unicorn fart. I be trying to tell y'all. Listen, Sir and Syphon smell so good. And
so sweet.
And so sweet and so humble, and just like, they're just the sweetest people. Like, when I tell you they are the sweetest people, and they just love what they do. Mm-hmm. And we met a lot of influencers this year. This year was
Wyatt
very
healer. I thought that, oh my goodness. I was so
excited. This year was different because it was open to the public.
Yeah.
And we've never had that before in the conference. We've never had it open to the public.
I think they're going to do it again because this was like the experiment of it. So you guys, next year, if you're in Atlanta and Bedroom Kandi rolls out this social affair, usually like around August, September time, definitely go. It was free to the public.
Free.
It was like an expo with all Bedroom Kandi products. And so you had consultants. Kiki got to run a booth.
Yes.
And
the BDSM booth, my favorite.
Of course. The BDSM booth. Of course, Kiki's gonna do that.
My favorite.
We actually and people got to ask questions and touch the products and try them and smell them, taste them. I think it was amazing.
People, when I tell you, there was a lot of people that I have been following for years. Because you don't be knowing faces like that. You don't be knowing these niggas' names like that. But I be knowing. And so there was one person in particular what threw me off. When I first saw him, I was like, I know him from somewhere. And he was with
he was
massage guy.
Dizzy the massage guy, yeah.
And so I was like, wait a minute. And it threw me off because he cut his dreads. And I was like, you look so familiar. He came to the table. He was super sweet. He gave me the biggest...
What's his name so the people know?
His name is Mr. Pure Relief. And so it threw me off.
And you told me he lives in Detroit.
Yeah, he's from Detroit.
I didn't know that. And my girlfriend said she knew him too.
I have been following him since 2015. That just goes to show you that, again, manifestation, praying what you want, believing what you want will come to pass. I said this. I said, I'm going to work with this man. I'm going to meet this man. I'm going to meet these people that I have been following for a long time. Same thing with Sir and Syphon. I said this Sir had been following me, way before we had even met. And so this is how I know that this is where I'm supposed to be in my career. And he gave me the biggest bear hug. And later on in that day, he came back to the table And, you know, me being of service, I'm always of service of other people. I'm always making sure that people are good. He had some bags in his hand. And I was like, oh, I'll take the bags and I'll put them. He's like, no, I got it. It's okay. And he just looked at me and he could see like I had some tension in my face. He just came over and, you know, I don't allow people, especially men, to touch me. Like, I don't allow a lot of people to be in my space. And he just started rubbing my hair and I got excited and I opened my eyes and I told him, I said, why did you do that? And he was like, because you needed it. And I was like, you do realize that I don't let like a lot of men touch me like that. He was like, I know.
But he helped relieve the stress. I guess, you know, people are intuitive, especially if that's his business. That's something that he could see.
Very much so. Like, so I'm telling y'all, this is, again, he did not ask me to promote him by any stretch. He did not ask for us to promote him by any, but if you are in need of some type of massage, please reach out to Mr. Pure Relief, Mr. Massage God. Let these brothers heal you.
Oh, yeah, because Dizzy, the massage guy, he was out
on
helping
stage,
people.
and I didn't even get to see.
But he was also off stage, like helping people
relieving
stress off of them.
He was rubbing on the
but when he was on the stage and he did that sensual massage with the Bedroom Kandi products, he talked about how the candles are perfect for massaging.
Yes.
He also what he also did was he saw people. It was one girl, like her back or something. He like did something that was
Erica. Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, she was, listen, when I tell you, she was just in heaven, because I looked from across the room and I was like, oh, sis is getting her back cracked.
Yeah. But afterwards she was like, oh
yeah,
like it was such a relief. It was great to meet them. They were very humble and they travel all over, so I already know that we're gonna have them here
absolutely
and do something amazing with them. And then Waya the healer,
oh my God, when I tell you, when they first announced that Waya was going to be a part and being an influencer for Bedroom Kandi, I got very, very excited.
So let's talk about who Waya is.
Yes, please talk about Waya.
Go ahead, you do.
So when they announced Waya was going to be the first trans person to be an influencer for Bedroom Kandi, I shed some tears. I cried. Because Bedroom Kandi, as you guys know, is a very much inclusive company. A lot of the other companies out there, we're not bashing them, but a lot of other companies don't promote the LGBTQ+. Or men, period.
Let's talk about that.
Right.
The fact that in a lot of sexual health and wellness companies that might sell toys or other products, they don't even allow men in the room. And like, how can you not have men in the room when you're talking if your partner is
wellness,
and if your partner is a man? So I got to go to a party, and then I got to learn about it, and then go buy buy some products, and then go home and try to secondhand explain to my partner that I just learned something from. Whereas we could come together to an event, learn together, and in the ordering room we can pick the products that we want together.
Exactly.
Education is not just for females, you know what I'm saying? So go back to Waya.
Waya is incredible. I reached out through our Instagram and just congratulated them, just wanted to wish them nothing but success in this company. And they were so sweet, and they were like, oh my God, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. And then telling them what we do, right?
Yeah, they were very humble about that and excited and really want to come out here. I learned so much.
Phone numbers.
Good.
Yeah, we had exchanged numbers in the DMs. Like we had exchanged numbers.
Because we'll definitely bring them to
Phoenix. Oh yeah. So
we'll definitely bring him.
When we finally got to meet, they hugged me. Their girlfriend smelled like cookies and milk.
She was so sweet. She was beautiful. She's
Oh
so
my
sweet.
God.
Yeah. But you know what I loved is that I got a chance to have some really deep conversations around LGBTQ. And we even talked about like some of the products and why they like certain products and why, you know, like he told from his perspective and then she told from her perspective as his partner.
Right.
And I just love learning different things from different perspectives because
so
we don't know everything, you know what I'm saying?
And it's awesome because like I said, Bedroom Kandi is very, very inclusive.
Yes.
And to be and to have all these melanated people come together and it just brings me joy to see what we do, right?
Yeah.
And
that's why we represent that company. It's like people ask us,
why don't you do something?
Why don't you make your own products? And I'm going to tell you this. So we've been running into a lot of people in the sex space.
Right.
And we've been talking to them about, you know, becoming a consultant with Bedroom Kandi because it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to go in. I mean, in terms of like research and creating your own product, and you don't want to just go to China and just create something that's not high quality.
Right.
So while you're developing and creating, you can represent a company and a brand that's already diverse, that's already inclusive, that already has done the research, that already has the high quality products. And so that's what we love about it. You know, that's the reason why we rock with Bedroom Kandi and we don't really kind of talk about other lines.
Right.
Because, I mean, you know, you just don't reinvent the wheel a lot of times. Right. And so that's what we do. So when we do presentations or when we do anything, we're always going to present the Bedroom Kandi brand.
Yes.
But
do you want to talk about who we met?
Wait, so we went to sex. I was just about to say. So during the time of the event, Sex Down South, and shout out to Marla Renee.
Come on,
Marla Stewart, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Marla
and Tia, her business lovers.
Yes, absolutely. So they do Sex Down South. That's an annual event that they have. It's a 3-day event.
Yes.
The next one is coming up September 5th of 2024. They already put that out there.
Yep.
And our goal is next year to be a part of that.
Yep.
So I'm really excited about that. But we had a chance. Marla does 1-day events. Like she did Sex on the Beach in Miami.
Yes.
She did Sex by Southwest in Tucson. And Miss Kiki and I had the opportunity to be a part of that.
And again, I've been following Marla for years. Yeah. And so I was like, you know, my hands were shaking. I'm like, Marla, she was just, again.
But this is how we realized, let's talk about this.
Yes.
We went to Atlanta and realized we some bad bitches, right? Okay. We some bad bitches because our reputation preceded us. We just thinking we local doing some shit.
Right.
We get out to Atlanta and people are like, we need to sit with you. We need to talk with you. Y'all fire. We following y'all. That expo was fire. We was like,
y'all know us.
Y'all know us. And it just makes us feel good that even our peers, people that we looked up to are now looking at us as peers.
Right.
You know, and so that just makes us feel more and more like we're going in the right direction. Yeah. But we got a chance to meet. First of all, we went to see Mistress K.
Yes, we did. Shout outs to Mistress K. We love
because we met her in Tucson, and we've created friendships and developed friendships with people. And we knew we didn't have tickets. We just caught an Uber down there, and we just wanted to spend some time with her. But she was super busy. Right. And we totally understood. Right. And then as we were walking out, King Noir. King Noir.
First of all, let me say this. Because I'm trying not to cry. I'm really not trying to cry right now.
Take your time, sis.
When I tell you these two individuals, King and Jasmine, when I first started in my career of doing this work, I was very intentional with finding people that looked like me in this work. The first person that I looked to was Tayomi. Glamazon Tayomi. Shout outs to Tayomi because she was there. And
we didn't get a chance to meet her. That's okay.
God, we
Trust me, we'll see her soon.
When we go to Erotica, I'm telling you, because she's my Scorpio twin. Woo! That was the first person I met. That was the first person that I followed because, again, I was very intentional. The other two people, because she had been they're personal friends, and I was like, who is this couple? Who is this black couple doing black ass fucking?
Well, so let's tell people who they are.
Yes, so, please tell them.
So, King Noir and Jasmine. I mean, like, they have so many freaking titles. Like, they do so much. Okay, I can't even, like, King Noir is a rapper.
Yes.
They both have their own. They have their porn or their film company, adult film company called Royal Fetish Films. Right. Jasmine, and not only is she is she part owner of this company, she's also a clinical therapist. Okay. And what I love about them is they're really big about decolonizing sex.
Yes.
And talking about like the history of it, why there's stereotypes around it, and even consultative to other porn companies, to show them, you know, what's selling out here, what people are looking out, and how they can properly represent other cultures.
Yes.
But they also just created their own space so that they can do it themselves.
Right.
And that's what I love about it. People out here just like, okay, this ain't, you know, they not gonna do it, we gonna do it ourselves.
Right.
They are awesome, but the most humble people. Like, you meet these people, you think because they travel all over the world, people love them and know them. They got so many fans, and like, he just so humble,
just so regular.
Just came up to us, hugged them, and I
was like, beautiful. Listen, smelled like money and sex, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I was like, my hands were shaking, but I wasn't nervous.
But I think that's because we kind of established a rapport with them in the DMs. Like, we've been talking with them and stuff like that. So, and then to meet them in person, and he was like, hey, you know, just really cool. So just excited to know that these people who we have looked up to, Kiki especially, who was more into that space longer than I have been, but just to meet these people and they like really like what we're doing and saying what we're doing is dope and they want to be a part of it. It's just, all I can say is it's just it just
makes you feel good. It makes
but I just want to say, like, it also just is like, okay, we're doing the right thing, we're in the right space. But so we just had to kind of, this is you just got
the pictures will be coming out. Y'all listen, I got a regular job now where I gotta go to this goddamn office and I hate it, but I will have these pictures and all of this shit coming out on the Instagram so y'all can see all the cool shit that we did in Atlanta. And we just want to say again, shout outs to everybody. And I tell you, Atlanta,
Kasha,
oh my God, Kasha smelled like $10,000 million.
She's just beautiful, humble, just amazing.
God. And I told her,
talented,
like,
brilliant. All of that.
Moment, like, and we were on the verge of tears. And I told her, I was like, I love you, because she needed to hear that. I was like, I love you, and
and also our old godmother too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We have to shout her out as well. So like, it was an amazing experience. We could sit here all day and tell you, but
the pictures will be coming out, y'all.
So just follow us. Make sure you follow us, and we will be, you know, you'll see how much fun we had.
Man, but we had a good time. Atlanta was dope, and we'll be back.
Yeah. So you have just got a glimpse of the goddess glimpses of Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. And thank you so much for tuning in, and have an amazing day. How about that? Thank you for watching Sex, Love, and the Black Experience podcast. Please continue to tune in and keep watching, and follow us at omgoddesses.com. Join our VIP list, or Facebook and IG at OM Goddesses 20 and Twitter at OM Goddesses.